I want to bring in David and Ariel Cunio, who were among the last hostages to be released alive from Gaza. Gentlemen, I do not take it lightly that you're willing to share your experiences, so thank you both for being here today.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So, David, I do want to start with you. I understand that you and your brother were abducted separately on October 7th. Can you take us back to that day and just walk us through what happened?
Yes, at 7 October, it started at 6:29 in the morning. I was with my family in my house, and we heard the alarm starts. So we go to the safe room, but the alarms didn't stop. So we start uh, to think what happened. It was a bit strange because it's the alarm continue like a lot of time after the first one, and I start to receive message from the group of the WhatsApp in the kibbutz that the people see terrorists with the uniform of soldiers inside the kibbutz with arms, with guns and with grenades, with everything on them. And then I start to receive a message from my family, my parents. They was in my parents' house. They intend to go inside the safe room in my parents' house, and they not get it. They didn't manage. They didn't manage, and then my brother Eitan is my twin brother. He sent me a message that he's in his house with in the safe room with his family, and they choke inside the safe room because they burn his house, and they can breathe inside the room, and he wanted that I try to help him in somehow, but I couldn't go outside of the safe room because I was in the same situation that there is a lot of explosives and a lot of gunshot outside. And then after a few minutes, they come inside my house, and they came to the safe room, and they start to fight with me to open the door, but I didn't give them to come inside. After a few minutes that they fight with me in the door, they start to burn my house also. And the door start to be warm, so I can't hold the door with my hands. After a few minutes, the smoke start to come inside the room, and we start to choke inside the room also. So we go outside of I go outside of the window, the metal window. I open him, and I go outside of the room with my little girl, Yuli, my daughter. But the twin brother, my other daughter, she was with my family inside the safe room. I was outside, and I wanted to escape with my two daughters, but it was so a lot of terrorists inside. So my wife told me that there is a terrorist behind me when I was holding my daughter Yuli. So I escaped to my neighborhood, and to my neighbor. I tried to hide. I tried to hide inside their house, but it was a lot of glasses on the floor, and I cut my legs, and it was I saw them from the window, so they come to me, and I tried to escape, but they closed me. I didn't. So they took me to the tractor. They catch me, and they took me to the tractor with a knife. Here, they put me the knife in my neck, and a Kalashnikov in my back. And I went to the tractor. When I was in the tractor, I see more hostages on the tractor, but all the hostages was children and women. Nobody was like a man like me or something like that, or my age. After 1 minute that I'm on the tractor, I see my wife that one of the terrorists take her on the floor, and I say, my wife, bring me my wife. So they bring my wife to the tractor, but she didn't was with my daughter, my other daughter, Emma.
Oh.
And then we start to go to Gaza with the tractor, and I ask my wife, where is Emma? And she told me that they took Emma from her arms. They separate them. And then we go inside Gaza without Emma, only me, my wife, and my other daughter, Yuli.
I mean, David, the way you describe this in such detail and going back to that moment, it is heartbreaking, and it feels unimaginable that after all that, that was not even it. That was just day one. And so, Ariel, I want to bring you in. You both then experienced years in captivity. How did you survive?
How did we survive? When you're in such extreme situation, you don't have a choice. You need to find ways to distract your mind, because the thoughts inside in every single moment, when you don't know how is your girlfriend, your wife, your daughters, your family, your parents. Everybody was kidnapped. 8 of us were kidnapped that day, and 8 of us came back. You need to distract your mind with singing songs to yourself, drawing if you can. We did a lot of. Me and David did the same things.
Yeah.
When we came back, we found out about it, like drawing, making math,
kissing the tattoo,
practicing kissing our
tattoo,
our brother's tattoo,
Oh,
everything, morning and night, praying every day. You lose your faith a lot of times, but you need to get it back, because without faith, you're just gonna die inside there.
The resilience that you both and of course everyone that was with you has shown is truly remarkable. And I mean, David, what was the one thing finally being released after more than 2 years? What was the one thing that went through your mind, the first thing when you saw your family?
It was incredible to see my family after 2 years, because I didn't knew that they are alive. I didn't knew that. But hug my wife and my brothers and my family, it was incredible. It's like your heart, it's it start again to work. You came back to life. It's incredible. It's incredible to see the sun after 2 years. It's incredible to breathe. But the most incredible thing is to get your control in your life again, because we are 2 years not in control of our life. When you are there, you don't have control for nothing.
Yeah.
You don't choose nothing. You don't do nothing that you want to do.
And Ariel, I'll close with you. I mean, you've talked about how you want to move forward, how you want to build a life with your family, and more broadly, I mean, everyone moving forward from this situation on both sides in a very human way. How do we move forward when things are still continuing to happen?
It's a hard question, to be honest. I think we need to change our way of thinking. Like it's hard to move forward when the terrorist group of Hamas is, even after 2 years of a war, doesn't flinch and just want to continue. They don't care about life. They don't care about living. They pray to God and they die to God, for God. And for them, it's going to heaven. If you die during a war,
Like a shaheed.
like a shaheed, it's very hard to go forward and to continue um, when there is still one hostage body inside of Gaza. There is still not a good plan how to control Gaza and how to eliminate Hamas. Um,
And they continue all the time, all these 2 years, they all the time continue and tell us that they're gonna do it again, but this time they don't gonna take hostage.
Hostages.
They're gonna kill everybody,
Yeah.
women, children, men's, everyone.
I don't see how we're gonna go forward if this group of terrorists will continue controlling Gaza.
Well, David and Ariel, I so appreciate you sharing your experience and being so vulnerable, taking us back to those moments. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
guys.
much. Have a good day.
Good day.